Good morning to you. This is the July 31st edition of the Carolina Weather Video here on our Friday. Big air mass change underway in many spots across the region. And a pretty good weekend on tap for many spots as we start the month of August. More on that coming up in just a moment. I wanted to show you temperatures currently as I'm cutting the video about 5:30 this morning in the mountains. And you notice here, especially in the northwestern North Carolina mountains, here we go, number sites in the 50s. 55 in Banner Elk, it's 59 atop Beach Mountain, 57 in West Jefferson, Linville at 56, Jesson Station at 59. So that slightly cooler but much drier air taking hold across the region. Now, it was an incredibly muggy day yesterday. Really hot conditions too. 97 the high in Charlotte, Columbia 99, Wilmington 92, Fayetteville 96, Boone even up at 84. There's your triad highs, low to mid 90s out there. Hot day. Charlotte area, mid and some upper 90s, 97 in Gastonia, Monroe, Rock Hill, Charlotte, and Wadesboro. Just a really hot and steamy Thursday, just ahead of a cold front. Now, behind the front, these are your temperatures this morning. Still 82 in Columbia, 81 in Myrtle Beach. Still pretty muggy in eastern North Carolina down to South Carolina, but a big air mass change is definitely underway. North and northwesterly winds from Columbia up through Charlotte and Greensboro. That's behind the front, indicating the drier air beginning to move on in. Now, let me show you what the radar perspective looked like as we went through the afternoon and the evening hours yesterday. Had some areas of showers and thunderstorms move from north to south ahead of a cold front. Really a couple different waves, one in the afternoon, and then right along the cold front, you had some evening and overnight activity move from north to south across parts of the region. Rainfall totals. That's what it looked like across the region yesterday, as we have seen all week long, a very uneven distribution of rain. A few localized bullseyes here. I'll highlight the heaviest rain totals there. First of all, the Triad area near Thomasville, actually a little west of Thomasville, about an inch of rain. Over an inch there between the Guilford and Randolph County border areas, a little bullseye over an inch too, east of Burlington. A little 3/4 of an inch or so bullseye there in southeastern Stokes County. And then around the Charlotte area, had a corridor of 2-inch rain totals there in eastern Mecklenburg County into western Union County, along the eastern side of 485 down to north of Waxhaw, and a little 1-inch bullseye there north, I should say, I guess pretty close to Rock Hill and Fort Mill, and then over there in parts of Stanley County too. Now, these are the official, well, I forgot. Let me show you first of all the actual live radar as I'm cutting the video, and then I'll show you the actual rain totals from yesterday. Pretty quiet over much of the foothills and the Piedmont and the mountain zones, but still have a few showers and thunderstorms in eastern parts of the state there early this morning. Ahead of this cold front that's still steadily progressing further to the east. Also, same story, north side of Columbia. A couple thunderstorms still knocking around early this morning. 61/100ths of an inch of rain officially in the bucket there in Greensboro at the PTI airport. 4/10ths of an inch of rain in North Wilkesboro. Around Charlotte, 19/100ths, 29/100ths of an inch of rain in Rock Hill. And the new drought monitor released yesterday. Moderate drought for western parts of the Triad area back into the foothills, and now a severe drought designation for Cleveland and Gaston, parts of Lincoln counties. It's been really dry over the past couple of months, and even in the times we have had some rain, that has largely missed that severe drought area. So the drought conditions now increasing, and that's only going to worsen over the next week. There is just no widespread rains in the forecast for the next week or so. So I'm afraid the drought conditions will continue to worsen. Those lake levels will continue to lower in some instances. All right, dew point forecast. This is good news for how it feels out there. Here's your dew points today, and notice as we go on through Saturday and Sunday, mainly 50s for dew points in many locations in the Carolinas. That means pretty comfortable stuff on our dew point comfort scale today, tomorrow, and Sunday as this lower humidity air mass settles on in. Much drier air with us as we go through your Friday. Here's your high resolution modeling. Best rain chance near the coast today. Will there be some scattered thunderstorms popping up? Onto the Piedmont and the upstate dry. There's your highs this afternoon. As we get into the weekend, same deal, drier air in place until you get down to the coastal plain. So for the interior Carolinas, good stuff. It'll be fairly hot, but low humidity. Same deal on Sunday. Still pretty low humidity. Maybe a mountain storm or two, but I think the Piedmont's dry, and there's your Sunday afternoon. high temperatures. Now, if you are beach bound, that's where there will continue to be some scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the weekend. Highs in the 80s. Not a washout by any means, but just some scattered storms. And those water temperatures, very warm. Water temperature 87 near Charleston, the Spring-Made Pier at 86 degrees, 85 in Wrightsville Beach for the water temperature, and even up into the Outer Banks, mainly 80s. Oregon Inlet, 84. It's pretty warm water temperature that far north. All right, in the tropics, a couple areas. One little area of low pressure off the Carolina coast. It is very disorganized. It is not showing any signs of development, and it's not going to have a chance to develop as it lifts to the northeast. Also, still this tropical wave way out in the Atlantic Ocean. Small chance for development of this in the longer term, but not a bad-looking tropical wave. I've seen worse, and we'll see if this can fight off all the dry air that's in place in portions of the Atlantic Ocean in coming days. All right, that's it for today's edition of the video. I will be away from the weather office for a while next week. Next edition of the video, probably not until, let's see, let me do some math here. August 10th. It seems like a while from now, but that'll be the next edition of the Carolina weather video. Everybody have a great weekend, a great week ahead, and God bless.